What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton, your coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and today I'm excited to bring you back yet another Pokemon Draft League content video. This, of course, being the URDDL. It is week 2 against Feathers. He is coach of the Latias, and just to again want to reiterate that I really apologize for this being delayed so long. It is our week 2 bout. We would have uploaded week 3 and 4 before this battle. And so I apologize for the battles being out of order in the format, or the I guess the playlist this go around this season. So please do forgive me for that. But I hope you are finding this worth the wait, because it's going to be a very tough matchup, a very interesting matchup to say the least. Because Feathers, of course, is an absolute monster when it comes to draft in general, but he's drafted himself up a very, very scary team. And so, give you guys an idea of what he has drafted. He has drafted a very scary team that consists of Rillaboom, Iron Hands, King Gambit, Dragapult, Porygon 2, Arcanine, Primarina, Grafaiai, Mega Abomasnow, Magmar, Spupa, and Slowpoke. So a lot of Pokemon that function really well in this format in general. There's just also a lot of good versatility amongst these drafted, so there's no real one tailored way that each Pokemon on his draft can be run, or necessarily has to be run versus me, so that makes the prep a little bit more difficult. And so we're gonna kind of start off by saying that this is a very scary matchup. I think this is arguably one of our worst matchups in general throughout the course of the season. I think the next one you'll see will be week 5, so keep on lookout for that too. So yeah, this is going to be one of those really bad matchups for us this week. So we may very well take our first loss of the season here. At this moment in time, we are 3-0, and I believe we're plus, what is it, we're like plus 10 or 15 maybe, or 11. One of those 3 numbers. I'm sorry, I haven't really had a chance to peep the doc yet. But so this matchup, a lot of modes that that his very threatening offensive Pokemon can be run under. There's of course the Tailwind option. I believe he has Tailwind in the form of Oh, he might not have Tailwind then. I was thinking Dragapult got Tailwind for some reason, but I really don't think it does. But he has a good Tricker mode, and there is Speed Control in the form of T-Wave Porygon 2. He's gotten Bird and Grafaiai, which can do some stuff. Not really sure if it gets Thunder Wave, but either way, he's got a lot of different modes that this team can be running. Priority is a very big staple in this draft too. You have in the form of Fako and users, but also just outside of Fako, you have Rillaboom with Grassy Glide. You have King Gambit with Sucker Punch, Arcanine with Extreme Speed. So there's a lot of stuff. Abomasnow with Ice Shard, that's a big one. We're gonna be worried for. So yeah, this is gonna be a very tough week, I think. But to give you guys an idea of what we have to combat such a team, we're starting things off with a Focus Sash Torn. The idea behind this Pokemon is that we want to get our guaranteed Tailwind up, have some speed control of our own, while also potentially having the utility Brick Break in case he decides to bring Aurora Veil, Mega Abomasnow, or like screens Dragapult or something like that. But more likely the Abomasnow is coming this week. And then Superpower is just good to hit things like the King Gambit. And if its stats get lowered, it might be able to 2-shot a Porygon 2 after Tailwind gets up. But I severely doubt that. I'll probably have to knock off that thing's item, or do something to deter Porygon 2 a little bit more. Like maybe like Toxic It or something, because I don't really have a lot of great ways to deal with it other than just kind of like wall breaking potential. And even then, it's still a big thorn in my side. So yeah, Porygon 2 very well might just be the MVP leader in this after this week, because right now I believe it's in the top 3, or it might be the kill leader actually. It might be the kill leader already. That's pretty crazy to say. It's only been 3 weeks, and this is the 4th week for me. And yeah, Porygon 2's at the top of it in this league. It's crazy, but I mean, it does have Terra and such, and just the way Feathers' draft is constructed, he can afford to run Porygon 2 in a more bulky offensive way. So yeah, it's a very threatening Pokemon. So yeah, one of the minute ways that we could potentially deal with it is just the coverage with Tornadus here. And hopefully we'll be able to 2-shot that with Superpower, or at least weaken it to the point where another wall breaker can kill it. So that's the thought behind Torn. And obviously when Focus Sash is breaking, Acrobatics will be double power to be able to deal a lot more damage to other Pokemon on his team. So yeah, hopefully Torn can put in a little bit of work this week. Then we have a Silk Scarf, Ursaline Blood Moon. It's going to be Tim in nature, because after Tailwind is up, we outspeed Dragapult with the speed investment we have. And then Terror Normal obviously is going to allow for Blood Moon Hyper Voice to be very spammable into my opponent this week. This is going to be one of those wall breaking options that we're going to potentially see as ways to deal with his more bulkier members. And yeah, hopefully with the Silk Scarf, we're going to be able to pick off some of those big threats. So yeah, I'm kind of banking on the typing for Ursaluna to be immune to Thunderwave, and the support from Tailwind from Torn to allow Ursaluna to do a lot for us this week. That's kind of the thinking here. So hopefully Ursaluna becomes our primary kill leader of the set. And then we're gonna finally bring a Regidrago. It's gonna be choice specs this week. I'm kind of hoping this is a Regidrago week. Although every team is gonna have a fairy, and I imagine a lot of teams where they see Regidrago and know what it does are gonna bring at least one Terra Fairy option. But with that in mind, I think you can't Terra everything. So anything that is forced to Terra Fairy, or feel like they're forced to Terra Fairy, is gonna fall into the hands of Ursaluna, Blood Moon, or Tinkaton a lot more. So that's kind of the thinking behind Regidrago this week, is that Ursaluna already does a crap ton of damage, or has a crap ton of wall breaking potential in this matchup with Silk Scarf and Terra Normal. If I'm able to threaten the Regidrago, I'm hoping that they think in such a way in preview that makes Ursaluna's job a lot better or easier. Some important things to note, I guess, about Regidrago is the Terra Ghost is going to make us immune to Fake Out in a pinch. That's kind of the thought behind that. Otherwise, it's going to be clicking Dragon Energy most of the time. Hyper Beam is just there just in case I'm in a last month scenario and I'm able to choose a move. I can click Hyper Beam to Primarina, because that's the only other special coverage that can potentially deal with it. And it definitely doesn't kill at all. Primarina is absurdly bulky, but if it's weakened enough, I may be able to just win the game with Choice Specs Hyper Beam Regidrago. So yeah, that's kind of the thought there. And then we have, for the latter part of our team, we have a Shukaberry, Own Tempo Tinkaton. Own Tempo is, of course, there to make sure that we are immune to Intimidate from Arcanine. And then we have the Shukaberry, just overall coverage boost from my opponent's side. Make sure things like the Rillaboom can't touch me for free. Gigaton Hammer is also very spammable move into my opponent, outside of the Arcanine, of course. And yeah, I think having the Fake Out utility is going to be important for allowing Ursaluna and Regidrago the chance to do the thing this week. So be on the lookout for Tinkaton being one of my main members here this week, or one that will come the most frequently. I imagine it will come to at least 2, if not 3 games, should there be a need for a 3rd game, just based on how important and volatile Fake Out is. We outspeed the Rillaboom naturally with the speed investment, so we're going to be able to get a faster Fake off than it will. And then Gigaton Hammer, of course, will just do sizable damage to everything. Yeah, I'm really crutching on Regidrago and Ursaluna and Wall Break this week, so having the utility, like, even though you look at Tinkaton's moves this week, you don't really see it hitting a whole lot other, like in the instance of Iron Hands, it won't hit that, obviously, or Arcanine, it's not going to hit that very hard, but yeah, it's there to support, so having the second utility option in Brick Break to be able to potentially break an Aurora Veil or a Screen is going to be super important. And yeah, we're going to see if Tinkaton can make some waves this week too. 5th overall, we have a Light Clay, Dual Screens, Regieleki. It's going to be a bit bulkier this week. The idea is that I don't want to die immediately to Kingambit. that's the main thing too. I'm kind of disrespecting Kingambit in this matchup a little bit, just where it's VGC, and I think I have some decent Pokemon into it. That's another thing about Brick Break on Tinkaton too, I forgot to mention, is that it gives me the good amount of coverage, or the right coverage move into Kingambit, just to ensure that I can 2-hit something. But yeah, Reflect and Light Screen are going to be potentially volatile in games this week, so you might see Regieleki get brought here too, but it's definitely a 5th option. I'm gonna say, I think everything above Regieleki has its purpose this week. I think they almost have to come in most respects, but I think Magmortar is just what you see below is more likely to come to Regieleki. I think Regieleki is just a good option. It's just not necessarily something that I think I'm going to be using, but if I do use it, it's got Terra Ghost, Terra Blast to be able to hit the Dragapult. Zap Cannon's fun because it has a high chance to paralyze, or if not guaranteed chance, I'm not sure. And then dual screens are going to be super important into the longevity of my team, so I'm hopefully going to be able to out bulky offense my opponent with the supportive screens and tailwind support. And then finally we have, as aforementioned, our Magmortar. It's Fizdef. This is going to be our main damage taker with his physical attackers. He's got a lot of very threatening physical attackers on his team, such as the Rillaboom, Iron Hands, Rillaboom, Iron Hands, Arcanine, and King Gambit are the big ones. Of course, we have Flame Bite coupled with that, and we have Follow Me in order to redirect so that those Pokemon can't go too crazy and kill our wall breakers. That's kind of the important point of Follow Me this week, is that Regidrago does not want to have to take damage, so its Dragon Energy will have less power. And Blood Moon, just for the longevity and the threat that it poses, does not want to take that damage. So having Follow Me to support those Pokemon is going to be very volatile this week. Of course, Protect is going to be very volatile too, just on at least the Ursaluna's part, just to be able to save a turn to get Magmortar in and hopefully support it there. But Scorching Sands is fun coverage because it allows us to hit the Iron Hands for super effective damage while giving us a chance to burn stuff like it and the King Gambit. And that's kind of the thinking behind that. Toxic's kind of there as our emergency option for Porygon 2. It's only that's really the only Mon that we have to worry about in terms of longevity. Maybe the Arcanine as well, but yeah, either way, it's just good use. And yeah, we're gonna see if we can't hopefully deter some physical attackers with Magmortar, but that's gonna be the team. So hopefully we're able to get connected here with Feathers in a bit, and hopefully we don't get swept by his really threatening Pokemon. So I'll see if we can't get logged in here with Feathers, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right, see you there. All right, it is that time. We're up against Feathers. We're going to see if we can't hop on into this quickly and see how the set goes. Yeah, I'm nervous for this one for a number of reasons, especially with Feathers draft in general. Okay, so we see both Fake Out options brought. I'm a little bit surprised to see no King Gambit, but at the same time I can see why. I'm just gonna get the some interesting Terra types too. I'm just gonna get the live battle link here. Both Fake Out options. Okay, so yeah, we both sent the link. All right. Air Grass on those. Air Steel on Bolt. There's no Fairy other than Prim. Okay. I think I like. Horn plus Bear Lead, and then Regidrago at the back, and maybe Tink here. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that. So, lead, we see that and that. Attack, it's fine. I think we immediately... Is it Fake Out Trick? Fake Out Trick, maybe? Grass is the not too bad, I think. Feels like Trick Room. I could also switch Tink in here and Protect. It's a play I can make. That way I get Fake Out Initiative next turn. And I could potentially have Tailwind at the end. Speed, it's fine. Thunder Punch is okay as well. Okay, so he didn't trick room. Interesting. So I think here I should outspeed these things with Bear. How much am I doing is the question. If I Terra Normal into Iron Hands, little 50 set, say something like that. I'm Terra Normal doubles. Blood Moon has a chance to straight up kill it. I could fake out. And how much is it doing to Porygon 2 is another thing. 250 set. Base speed did that much to take the time. I could also help that. Oh, it's got some investment. Actually, it might be modest. In which case, it's not SPDF. So it's not SPDF, and I go for Saluna Paranormal. This is a good chunk. I could fake out Hyper Voice. How much is it doing to... Does that much? Okay. I'm gonna fake out I'm gonna Iron Hands, fake out Iron Hands, and then I'm gonna Terra Normal Hyper Voice, I think. Or do I want to Blood Moon something? I could just double attack Iron Hands. I'll Hyper Voice just in case he protects. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so just 30 Trick Rooms that turn. Okay. So now we're in a bit of a situation. I think here I have to Gigaton and then probably Blood Moon as well. Am I more threatened by this? Actually, yes I am. So I'm probably gonna tank into Iron Hands. Yeah, Gigaton probably, and then Blood Moon as well. Yeah, seems fair. Thunder punches me, that's fine. It's okay too. Blood Moon should do close to a full, yeah. It's unfortunate because I could have gotten that a little bit, but it's okay. So I think here we'll probably Acrobatics into Iron Hands and Protect. Seem like a bad play. It's fine. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's not looking too good at the moment. I think I probably Tailwind here. And then Hyper Voice. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so I'll have to readjust on that lead because that fucked me up. Yeah, I think I have to just go for a kill here. Yeah, that's brutal. Okay, yeah, that was just a good lead by him. We're gonna see how we do. Okay, tried to GG, but it was quick. Okay. How can we get around this? Like a fun... I could do tank Reggie Drago lead. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. And then do... maybe this and bear in the back. I wonder if he switches it up too, but honestly, if it's not prim lead, it's okay with what I have led. I mean, I can always fake it out too, but Porygon and prim. Okay, that's fine. So I just fake out prim, I think, and I Dragon Energy the Porygon. I should probably pick up a kill. No, I don't. I definitely don't. Okay. So... I could also... try to kill... Prim? Do that much. And then tank will do that much. Maybe I do that. Try this, and then Hyper Beam into Prim. Or I could, yeah, no, I kind of have to, don't I? Terra Steel and then a Hyper Beam. Let's kind of ignore Porygon for now. Abomasnow's fine. Ton and then Hyper Beam. Nice. So we probably didn't expect that. But now his fairy's gone. The issue is now Regidrago's kind of a sitting duck. Okay, yeah, this is where it gets a little bit of becomes a bit of an issue. Could also protect here. And then, yeah, I just have to protect, I think. Sub is fine. It's not, it's fine. I live it. I have to assume he has Ice Shard. Do I want to try to break his sub? Then try for bear switch. Yeah, okay. Let's try it. Fortunate. Yeah, this is just really strong. Iron Hands commands a lot of respect for sure. I should be fine to follow me Hyper Voice, I think. Yeah, this is just a tough matchup, I think, and I also don't think I gave Iron Hands a lot of respect. Yeah, I wasn't expecting booster energy attack either. I was thinking it'd be like Shaka or Self Vest. Attacks. Yeah, it's fine. Flame body would be nice. Thank you. A little gimme. Okay. Just Hyper Voice again. And I think you have to follow me. Citrus Berry. Green Punch. It's fine. Okay. Something has to break that sub, and it's probably gonna have to be Magmortar. Is there a way I can win this? Actually, hold on. He's gonna want to Drain Punch. He goes slower. I do outspeed, unfortunately, so that's kind of a pain. But he has burn, so he doesn't kill me. I could always do this, then that, maybe. Yeah, Porygon's gonna kind of clean this up, I think. He might Trick Room, which would probably be better for me. Doesn't do enough. Drain Punches me, that's okay, I think. It just depends on what Porygon do. That's fine. So I follow me here 100% of the time. Yeah, I Hyper Voice and follow me here 100% of the time. And then pray that... Problem is Porygon kills me. What's the alternative? Oh, I just, I think I just, Blood Moon, Porygon 2, and I Scorching Sands Iron Hands, right? Try attack. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I definitely Hyper Voice, and... Is there any way that Toxic is the better play here? Hyper Voice will kill hands. Problem is, you might just double attack. Yeah, no, it might be over, honestly. I could Protect alternatively. I could Protect. But I have to call this turn right, so he knows he doesn't kill me with Drain Punch. He might want to... I'm just worried about Recover is the thing. How much did Blood Moon do? Just 49. Yeah, so I don't really win against the Porygon 2 Bears by himself. So... will he double attack Bears? The question. I feel like he Drain Punches Bear for sure, and I just don't know if he recovers or not. I just need to know if Porygon 2 is attacking. I'm going to try Protect and Scorching Sands. He called it. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Did I Protect on that? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I kind of misplayed there, I guess, but no, he played very well. Yeah, well played to Feathers. Yeah, that was just a really hard matchup, and he played very well, so I can't be too mad about that. I was kind of expecting that. Leading into this in the team build, I called it too. I said it's probably going to be our first loss. It was one of our 2 toughest matchups, so yeah, GG's to Feathers, and thank you all so much for sticking around for this one, and appreciate you watching all the battles, and hopefully we'll get a win following our loss here in week 5 against our regrettably other crappy matchups. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. All right, bye-bye.